What's going on, folks? Retrospective Dave here. In today's episode of Guided Laces features the Lost and Found Air Jordan 1. Guided Laces is not a sneaker review, but serves the purpose of helping sneakerheads authenticate their kicks if there is any suspicion that the shoe is a replica or a fake. Keep in mind that this is only a guide to authenticity, as retail sneakers can and will vary from pair to pair. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the shoe. All right, folks, first thing, make sure that you have the stock laces, the black and white ones, installed here like this. And also make sure that the black and white laces are intertwined together. They should not be tied separately. The next thing you want to check for is the rock test. So if you notice that the right shoe kind of leans inward a little bit, and if you look at the outsole on the right shoe, it does not rest completely on the table like the left shoe does. So if you take your index finger and you rock the right shoe back and forth, it will go to a complete stop once you let it go. It shouldn't be rocking back and forth like this. It should just come to a complete stop. The left shoe does not rock at all, nor does it have a lean to it, so check for that as well. All right, so like most Air Jordan 1s, the next thing you want to check for is the tag. So the tongue tag has a little tab in the back of it right here where my finger is, and that little tab has a serial number on it. Sometimes the stitching is stitched too far down for you to be able to see the serial number itself. So if you have a pair of tweezers handy, you can actually pull this little tab backwards and see the serial number. Sometimes you can see it without using the tweezers, but just make sure that you have a serial number on this little tab right here in back of the tongue tab. All right, the next thing I want you to direct your attention to is the Wings logo. So the Wings logo, as you can see, has some little holes in it. It's a bit distressed, I guess you could say. So it's not a solid surface on the Wings logo. It has little punctures all over the Wings logo, and it's like that on the other shoe as well, so definitely check for that. All right, folks, taking a look at the cracked leather around the ankle collar. So it is rumored that Nike made 500,000 pairs of these, so I do not want you to put so much emphasis on how much cracking is on the ankle collar, but more so like what the cracking looks like. So if you look at it, it has like a sail material that, a sail color, so that yellow off-white color, kind of, I guess, to mimic like the cushioning in back of the leather here. So it's like a yellowish color. Also, if you take a flashlight and you flash it on this part right here, you will see little bits of glitter. And I think that was to mimic how, you know, when you have an old pair of Air Jordan 1s that's just sitting, that black synthetic leather starts to have like a glitter effect to it. And that's kind of what you'll see here, but you'll only see it if you take a flashlight to it. The camera will not pick that up. I tried it already, and I didn't really see a difference there, but definitely check for that as well. All right, the next thing I want to point out is something that you may need to inspect in person and not so much for the video itself, because on the video, this shoe looks a little bit more saturated, but in person, the red upper here has a bit of a faded look to it, and it's a bit distressed as well. So it's going to look aged in person, but on camera, it looks pristine. So just keep that in mind too, that this red upper is a bit distressed. The best way I can describe it is that if you were like a customizer, you would say that this red paint needs another coat or two added to it to make it look like it's supposed to look brand new out of the box. But it does have a distressed look to it, so keep that in mind as well. All right, also please keep in mind that this shoe does come with shoe paper, not shoe trees. All right, folks, here's a shot at what the inside of the shoe looks like with the insoles removed. It does have a foam-like footbed. It is light gray in color, not dark gray. It does have one piece of tape taping down the black and white threads. All right, folks, here's the bottom of the insole. This is what the insole, or the bottom of the insole, should look like. It has Dream Cell on the bottom. Some fake pairs will have the same look. However, you won't be able to really make out what's written on the insole like you are able to here. So make sure that the clarity is there and the appearance is there as well. All right, folks, here's a shot at the sizing tag. So my dates are May 24th, 2022 to July 29th, 2022. These dates will not be the same from shoe to shoe, so do not give it too much energy if they do not match. As for the little serial number down here underneath the CN part, so this series of letters and numbers right up underneath where it says CN, it starts with 04. That number should not be the same on both sneakers. So your left shoe is going to have a completely different serial number than your right shoe will. All right, so the shoe paper itself, the artwork and everything on here, it does have like a newspaper look to it. So the color is mostly like a gray and black. It's not black and white. So if you get a pair of these and your shoe paper comes and it's black and white, like clearly black and white, then that's a red flag. So this has more of a grayish, yellowish black to it, look to it. On the side where all of the artwork is very smooth. And then on the back side, it's a little bit more rough in texture. So make sure that those textures are there as well. All right, here's a shot of the Invoice. So the Invoice comes with the sneaker as well. So if you look at the top, it's not like a solid green line going across the top. It's more of like a dotted line. It's very thin, but on the sides, it has more of a solid green look to it, and it bleeds over into the paper, like as you can see, like right up in here. It does have a realistic stamped look to it. So if you use a stamp, there is some overbleed or some type of bleeding over, like right here on the 8. So it's not like super perfect. Also, the writing looks like it was written with a pen, with some type of like Sharpie ballpoint pen. It's a very fine pen though. It's not a thick pen. And also it looks the same down here on the bottom as well. So just make sure that the writing and everything is not too bold, and it looks a little sleek like this, and that you have the bleed over and everything on the paper as well. All right, also take note that this shoe does come with the YDM sticker on the inside of the box, and it also comes with a stamp as well that's underneath the box lid. All right, folks, also keep in mind that these two stickers right here are actually one sticker. So if you peel this one off, this one is going to come off right with it. It's because it's all kind of like blended in here as one, and then it feels like it's a separate sticker once you get out here. So make sure that this is really one sticker, even though it looks like two. All right, last but not least is a shot of the box label. So this is the box label. This is the font of the box label. The official colorway on it is varsity red, black, sail, and muslin or muslin. I hope I didn't butcher that. And also you want to check for the RFID chips that are in the back of the box label as well. If you can't see it with the naked eye, which you should be able to, but if you can't, you can take a flashlight to this and you'll be able to see the chips that are in the back of the box label. All right, folks, and that'll do it for today's episode of Guided Laces on the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. I hope that you were able to find some good information in this video. I hope that I answered most of your questions as well. If not, you can definitely feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at retrospectivedave, and I'll be more than happy to help you further. Please let me know what you all think about this shoe in the comment section. Do you love it, hate it, are you indifferent? It's definitely my sneaker of the year for sure, just because it's such an iconic shoe and it spans many generations. So it really just deserves sneaker of the year just because it's a beautiful shoe on top of that. It's definitely a few sneakers that came out this year that are close, but this is definitely trumping all of them right now. Please do me a favor also, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely like the video so that it can get through the algorithm and help other people looking for this information to find it easier. Stay fresh, blessed, and free of stress. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.